Hey, how's it going, Cancer? It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. What's up? So, guys, it's time for your July 2020 bonus tarot card reading. And these are very, very different reads I do for you guys. And it doesn't matter when you come across them. It does not have to be in July because these are really targeted at different aspects of your life, so they're not date specific. But anyway, I'm shuffling the Witch's Tarot, and I have this spread that is called Inner Demons, and it's pretty interesting. It's going to look at what your darkness might be and how to sort of assimilate it into your daily life so that you guys can play nice in the sandbox. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the reading, and just keep in mind it's a general read, but definitely let me know what you think down below in the comments, you guys. And you know, if you ever see a tarot card spread and you think, oh, this is really cool, you know, send it to me. My email's in the description, and I'll work it into the rotation because I live to serve you guys. But anyway, that's enough talking, and we're gonna look at, and it was really funny, just as I started to record this, I have a book of all my spreads here leaning up against the camera stand, and it twisted. So I think you guys should be really braced for what we're going to see here, because I did nothing. And it moved itself. So, all right. Your darkest aspect. So we'd have the Magician here for you. I'm just seeing that your darkness has protected you sort of through the ages. And you've seen some stuff. Probably in this lifetime and every other lifetime that your soul has incarnated through. Wow. That was really heavy, you guys. It's almost like your dark and your light halves of yourself are more like siblings, and the darkness protects your light. And there's something very scarring there that your darkness is trying to protect you from, which is why you could go into specific behaviors when things are not going very well, or you guys might forget things when you're upset, when things happen. People could question you and you say, oh, well, how did that go for you? Or, you know, you could have an argument with somebody and then not remember how it went because your darkness is protecting you. And it could be either from this lifetime or lifetimes previously, because there's a really raw innocence to your lightness. So let's see what area of your life is being most affected by this. You know, your dark half is basically the superhero of your yin and yang. Fascinating. Could be taking you a little bit longer to ascend than you ever wanted to. You know, we do have the Nine of Wands here, and she's very powerful, and I'm really just, I'm seeing this as like the divine masculine and the divine feminine within you, and the yin and yang energy is a little bit out of balance, you know. But remember what I was saying about siblings before? I mean, there's so much consistency between the Magician and the character in the Nine of Wands, where they just have this flowing red garment and, you know, standing very strong here. But you kind of notice that the Magician is a little bit more front and center, and it's like the Nine of Wands is sort of waiting for the cue. And then the infinity sign that the Magician is carving is just like, it's saying that they've just been side by side, by side, by side, by side, by side. And evolving and evolving and evolving. But this darkness is so protective of your innocence could be stunting you a little bit on your soul journey. Fascinating. So let's see, what is your inner demon here? Two of Swords. Not a surprise here, because you do have very strong personalities, you know, with the divine feminine and the divine masculine within you, and that yin and yang energy. It's very powerful, and it could put you in positions where you're not seeing things properly, the way that maybe you should be. It could dull your intuition. It could prevent you from making decisions. And, you know, this could be very, very difficult for you to understand where this butting heads in your head. See a lot of chaos there. You guys are a little bit trapped, you know. I keep on thinking of, and I know this is really creepy, you guys ever watch the Hannibal Lecter series, or read the books even more, like where they explain where he gets all of this behavior from? Because he was protecting his little sister, or trying to, and then in the end he couldn't. So I feel like there's something really far back in your history where something like that may have happened. Like you could have gone through something. I'm going to pull this card, okay, because it came out weird when I was shuffling. There could have been an incident either in this lifetime or in a previous one where you were trying to protect someone else and it failed. So that sort of became part of you, and it's being carried now. And it can feel very confusing. All right, Cancer, something happened with the camera. It's never happened before. When I was getting to that point where I was saying that, you know, you're kind of carrying that, that energy from a previous lifetime, that reminded me a lot of that Hannibal Lecter. My camera completely shut down, and it's never done that before. So that's what I'm feeling here. There's a shutdown with the Two of Swords based on something that either happened to you in this lifetime or something that happened previously, and it's kind of causing, let's say, an inner dilemma here. So let's see, how do you understand? And oh guys, how do I understand the demon to accept and heal? Sometimes I feel like I'm going to burst into tears during a reading, and this is one of those times. Because you do have the Lover's card, so there's some sort of deep intrinsic love here. And then there's the Angel overhead. I'm not seeing this in a really romantic sense here. But there's, you know, when you have this level of protection going on in yourself, it speaks of a really deep love for all aspects of yourself. And a divine merging coming in here, you guys. So you don't have to feel this way anymore. Sort of the, I want to say, the battle of the sexes within, between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. It could be causing you, like, to feel really off balance and just conflicted sometimes. And again, the memory fog, the memory patches, you know, really getting escalated during what could be very innocent conversations, but then that divine masculine protector within you comes charging forward and just wants to rewrite the history that happened with that inner demon. But there's such a love here, you know, so it's almost like you're going to have to really talk to yourself, all of yourself, and say, you know, hey, everything's okay. We're not in danger anymore. There's some really powerful healing meditations out there, guys. So I just want to encourage you to check those out. Wow. Okay, this is really like hitting me very on an emotional level because I can feel it coming through here. And like you have the angels with you guys here to provide you with a really divine healing so that you can work more as one entity instead of two very powerful halves, with one wanting to cover the other one. Like, don't see that. Don't look at that. You know, it's okay. I've got you. But then it's sort of stunting the growth of half of you. So how can you overcome this demon in darkness? You've got the Ace of Wands. Man, I'm going to start like freaking crying right now. There's just something so new coming up for you. And just there's one unit here. You know, so you have the pair here with the Magician and the Nine of Wands. You have the two represented with the Two of Swords, which is the two halves. You have the Lovers here, which is two people like really merging together. And when I see this, it's like it's the duality within you that you've been existing with, probably talking to you, and you're like, say what now? You know, and depending on your age too, you might just really be starting to notice this. And then you have this one solid, united Ace of Wands come up. You know, and it's like you can start the journey over again now from where you are. You know, you don't have to carry everything with you from the Nine of Wands, like everything that you went through. It's okay to let it all go and thank all of the soldiers that journeyed with you, you know, because even though this is not maybe a favorable time in history, there's been some really rough times out there, like, you know, really, really dark and horrible times in history. So it's time for you can really unite these two halves together and come up as a single, I don't want to say unit again, because that just like it's like a merging of the entities that are within you that you don't have to protect yourself anymore, you know, and you can do this as one. Oh man, guys, let me know if this makes sense to you, if you feel any of these feelings, and like you can start addressing stuff like this and do it, like, I don't know, with meditations, or if you need to see somebody, do it. If you want to talk to somebody about it. But there's definitely a merging of your soul, because it's been separate for a while and you probably felt it. So this is really overpowering for me. So I'm going to wrap it up, and I just want to say, you know, I'm sending you guys like huge amounts of love, and all right, take care, guys. Bye.